Wahahaha! Now you're stuck. There's no escaping the lab for you. I mean, I could just go back up the elevator and then go through the other elevators to the front, so I don't know what you're talking about. But now I can get jump scared by a Cipher over here. Hi! I heard an alarm, so I came running. Hello, Cipher Ramil, or Remo. I don't really know how to say that name. I'm just gonna say Ramil for now, though. And hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Colosseum Randomizer. So this should be the second last Shadow Pokemon that we have in the lab, because this should be the last trainer that we have before Ein, who already started off with the Shadow Pokemon, which would be Tangela. So I'll probably try to catch that. And if you couldn't see right here, we have Bonnie, who I might actually call Bonbon, who knows, instead of a Cupcake, because unfortunately I couldn't get Haunter to level up because I got her all the way up to level 50 and still nothing, so I don't know if it had to do with a randomizer or there's something conflicting it, but I decided to just switch back our Bannet anyways because I just wanted to Gengar, but unfortunately that wasn't gonna happen. But also I love Bannet as well. I said Bonnet. And another Pokemon that we switched out was our Skiptile for the Lavatar, or Puppetar in our case, because did evolve it in Mount Battle. I also did a lot of grinding, so most of our Pokemon aside from Bonnie are around level 50. Because Bonnie was kind of a last minute switch, but what's funny is that she was able to survive and kick a lot of Pokemon levels that were at least level 45 to 50, and she was level 35 when I started training her. Tangela, please do not KO yourself before I tried to catch you, okay? I was trying to keep you alive here, because I don't know if your trainer over here is going to heal you. Because the only time I've ever seen a Pokemon heal is maybe from the Cipher admins, but also I'm pretty sure in the pre-gym as well. So that was a little sketchy right there, but we're just trying to get this swallowed out, so it'll be easier to actually catch this Pokemon. And obviously I'm not gonna really worry if the Pokemon gets killed because we have a pretty good party as it is, so I wouldn't mind keeping this party, but who knows? Maybe the Tangela is going to be even better than some Pokemon that we have here already. And let's just start throwing Pokeballs because, you know what, it's at half health. It's definitely going to be good for us. And Ice Beam. Because before, Rob only really had Gust and Sky Attack, which it works out, but Gust isn't that strong. So I decided to learn it Ice Beam, so it at least had another kind of attack. And Flash we can't learn over, because apparently the attack is too well known, which I never even knew was a thing in this game. Like, I don't know if it has to do with leveling up, or what has it get locked out like that. And Tangela, I'm sorry Bonnie, I knew I should have tried to heal you, but at the same time I just kind of take the risk. We have 5 revives and at least 15 hyper potions, so we should be comfortable for the next fight. At least that's what I'm hoping. I was still a little surprised that there's no healing station in here. Like, I know that they don't necessarily expect people to just waltz in here and try to attack like we are. But they still have Pokemon that I'm sure they would want to heal. Especially the Shadow Pokemon I have, like this Tangela over here. Okay, maybe not. Ah, dang it. I mean, soon enough we're gonna use the Timer Ball, or Repeat Balls. I think it's Timer Balls that get more and more likely to catch a Pokemon the more rounds get taken. I don't quite remember. I've just started actually using the other Pokeballs other than Ultra Balls in this game. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. This Tangela is a tank. Like, our Pokemon are pretty comfortable right now. And we got this dude here. Yeah, Timer Balls. Repeat Balls are the ones that get stronger the more that one Pokeball gets used. If I recall, please correct me if I'm wrong. And this Metapod should get one-shotted by Ice Beam. Mind you, it's also bug, I don't think it's grass. If it is grass though, then it will be. I knew that was gonna happen. It's too early of a turn to try to use it, but it's better to check them now because there's still a chance. Though it wasn't super effective, it still got one-shotted. 07 Metapod, it was good to see you there, but very, very briefly. Ooh, very close leveling up. I have a feeling it's now gonna target Poppy again, yeah. I don't know what, Poppy or Rob. Oh no, Rob. I don't know what Poppy and Bonnie did to it. Let's just get... let's get Ice Cube out. Can use a little bit of leveling up, considering... Milo is up to level... it's level 50. Like, that's crazy. Now it's time to just start checking balls and hoping that we're going to be able to catch this. I think we really have 2 Pokemon that could be revived, so that's actually 4 free turns that we can use. Revived and healing. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Or just one Tangela. Also, hydration check if we haven't already hydrated. Okay, apparently we didn't really need to speed that up because I guess it just really wanted to get the Ghost type and Rock and Ground type, I believe is what Pupitar is. But thanks for the free Pokemon. Ew, there's the— oh, right. I forgot that this guy is right here. I don't know why I thought we could just walk through the door. Okay, so I don't really remember which ones we actually got. Because it is kind of randomized, so I might need to go back and see what we got there quickly. I'm gonna go back to the labs. I don't think the DNA files here actually tell you what they are. Oh, they do. Croconaw. Okay. Maybe I could, break through this. That'll be funny if we could. Worth a shot. There we go. So I don't know if he actually needs to do the DNA sample or if we could actually like mash it, because I've never really tried it before to putting the DNA samples in. But also I'm pretty sure we did Suicune and Mischievous, but I don't know, maybe it's anti-Mischievous. Hello, Lugia. You are humongous. Like I thought Hoa was humongous? It looks even bigger, my goodness. Now let's see what Shadow Pokemon he has. Maybe it's gonna be the Suicune. Oh! It's a Blastoise. Honestly, not that bad of a choice. But now it's just a matter of actually getting Lugia. So you know what? I'm gonna get Man out because double damage is even better. Ice Beam, you know what? Maybe I will just use Flash and Sand Attack for this Blastoise because the accuracy will at least go down. Flash for sure, I don't remember if Sand Attack does accuracy, I'm pretty sure it does. Which I think is funny how we have 2 moves that can at least have accuracy down. Okay, so not too bad. Ooh, with using Sword Stance, that's actually kind of scary. So maybe I will then start just targeting the Lugia over here. Whoop, got a random hiccup there. Oh my goodness, I don't know why. Most people don't know why hiccups just can't randomly occur. I was brushing my teeth yesterday and it's a whole 2 minutes I just had really bad hiccups. I was like, bro. And what was funny is when I took the toothbrush out from hiccuping, kind of jolt the head back, so it looked like the toothbrush just popped out. It's actually kind of funny, but also really annoying at the same time. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't know why I thought I was gonna do an up and then confusion. I think Mount Battle just kinda got me, be like, yeah, okay, we're we're gonna have to deal with things that are gonna have like up attack and then confusion right after. But no, we don't have to worry about this yet. But bye, Lugia. It was actually good to see you. It's actually really cool seeing them in here. And I haven't played XD, but I know that Shadow Lugia is in there. So it's kind of cool seeing it in Colosseum of how big it's going to be once we eventually go there. And the next question is, I am wanting to do a Let's Play of Pokemon XD, but would you guys want to see it randomized, or would you guys like to see it unrandomized? I'd be chill with either. And okay, so we got the Wish Cache, which is not gonna be very good against an electric attack, so we're just gonna use a low kick, see how much damage that actually does. A crit hit, not too bad, so it would have been about a quarter way of his health, since we got more than halfway through health. And unfortunately we don't have any Pokemon that know ground type moves, so we're kind of sitting ducks in terms of finding what's gonna actually do a lot of damage against the Wish Cache or not. And again, I was hoping that it would miss and it punched itself. Or rather, kick itself. So, when you guys think about, you know, Wish Cache and all of them using high kicks, do you also imagine them using the tails? Because I believe Milo had high kick as well, or at least some kind of other punching or kick move. That's just what I imagine, is in using their tails. And of course there was animation, but it didn't really look like it used its tail at all, but that's just how I like to imagine it. Okay, Rhyhorn. Okay, so I'll probably use it Man-Man because it's a ground type Pokemon and ground type isn't that good against it. So let's just bring Milo out. For the heck of it. Even though Rob might one-shot this thing with Ice Beam, that's kind of what I'm hoping. A good backup would be the Hydro Pump, and the other really strong move that it has. It also has Ice Beam. Because we had a lot of Ice Beam TMs. So at least 3 of our 6 Pokemon actually know Ice Beam. It's kind of funny to think about. And it seems that Blastoise only really knows how to use, the Shadow, my goodness, what am I trying to say? You know what, heck, I'm using this, even though it's not an Ultra Pokemon, it still works on Water type Pokemon, so there's that. Nope, I thought I would have to heal my Pokemon, nope, I already used the attack. So let's just use Stand Attack then, because I want to stall it out until we at least are able to use a Timer Ball, or we get this Pokemon. Who knows? Because I don't want to one-shot it, even though we have Milo and I'm pretty happy with Milo, so maybe we'll try to use like Sky Attack or Ice Beam. Because I'm curious to know how much damage it does against it. I just don't remember if Blastoise is Duo type. I don't think it is. Because for the longest time I thought it was Ice and Water. And mind you, I don't know when Duo types actually came. Because the first game that I know has a Duo types is it's Gen 3. Okay, not super effective, okay. So we could probably use Ice Beam to get it down. So that definitely makes me a little bit more comfortable with using these. I'm just gonna go for it. Which I think Blastoise is Water and Steel. Oh yeah, because Gen 1 it does have Haunter at them, which is Ghost and Poison. And it's too bad neither one of those ended up freezing the Blastoise. That would give us an excellent amount to be able to actually get the Pokemon. I guess so Dive Ball again it is. This is really like the Cipher outfits that these guys have. It's like, they're not really outfits, I think they're Pheons? Pheons? I don't really know how to say that word. The only time that I really get to see that word is literally in Colosseum. So there's that. And blast you, Blastoise, for not wanting you go into this Pokeball. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, actually, you probably do want to stay with your trainer. Even though you're a Shadow Pokemon, doesn't mean Shadow Pokemon can't bond to their trainers. That's all I'm saying. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I also just noticed that Wisses or Almond in our case, either the boot or something like ankle just glowed there. Oh yeah, it just glows. That's really cool. I never noticed that until I was looking down. I don't know what it is down there then that does glow, but I like how it also glows right here too. But okay, it's time for Ein now. Why are you blocking off that way? No, you're not blocking it off. Okay, there's an item. I was like pretty sure there's something there. Heart scales, which I almost read as heat scales. But now it's time for Ein. Good. The disk has scrubbed. Oh, good. This disk has scrubbed of all data. It's all done. What? You today? What? How did you even get here without my notice? I see. You must be much talked about, Almond. We'd already wiped this out, so what you came for is a loss. But I'm ready to fight. Me, Ein, a Cipher admin. I just like this design. I don't know why. I would just love to have his jacket in real life, and now I'm curious to know what Pokemon he would have. Because he would normally have Raikou, or Raikou. I don't actually remember how the Pokemon's name is actually said or written. But let's see if a Zigzagoon is a lot... oh, PP left, okay. Yeah, I should have just went out and healed a Pokemon, but you know what, that's okay. Probably should still take care of it, but let's just see if it's heavier than Bonnet. Which is surprising that it is. That or Superpower is the one that is higher attack for the target. One of those, which I love those kind of moves because it's kind of interesting without actually knowing from the Pokedex which Pokemon are actually heavier or lighter than you. Like, I would expect Wailord to be really, really heavy in compared to other Pokemon. And I'm definitely going to use Pursuit against you because we know you're not a Snorlax, and it's randomized with the items. Kadabra and Alakazam are both terrifying Pokemon. So let's just hope that it can't one-shot our Pokemon. Okay, well, it just wants to paralyze instead. I mean, I'll take that because the chances of paralysis are, I think it's like a roll of a die. I don't actually know what the odds are of getting like the paralyzed in battle. It feels like in Colosseum it's a bit higher than it would be in any other games. Could be wrong about that. Okay. Maybe I should use High Jump Kick against this Viper, but it's also almost down, so I'm just gonna switch out a Pokemon, maybe... No. Who would be good against these Pokemon? Sure, let's just get Ice Cube out again, because Ice Cube's a legendary, so it actually can take a little bit more hits, all depending on what they have. I mean, who knows, maybe it's a Viper knows a ground or fighting or rock or fire type. There's actually a lot of weaknesses that ice Pokemon have, which, I mean, I don't mind because it seems that ice type Pokemon are some of the strongest Pokemon out there. Also Dragon type, but I think that's just because Dragon type barely had any weaknesses before the newer generations, because before it was just Ice and Dragon were the only ones that would be effective. And I think Ghost type in the first gen was actually also really OP, because there was literally only one Ghost type Pokemon, which would be Ghastly, Gengar, or I guess Chain of Pokemon rather. And Haunter and Gengar, which is sad that they don't really have any Ghost type moves that they can use with it. But okay, Kadabra, I gotta get you out of here so you can stop paralyzing my poor Pokemon. Hidden power, what hidden power do you have? Super effective. I still don't know how to tell what hidden power your Pokemon has. But bye, the Viper. It was kinda good to see you because you're really cute. But not as cute as Ekans, a Snake, and Cobra, which I think is really funny. How they decided to actually get their names, the Pokemon names. Later on, okay, I don't mind that. I'm gonna use Bone Rush against you and an Ice Beam against you. Granted, that Ice Cube doesn't get paralyzed midway. Holy guacamole, that did a lot of damage. But thankfully Bone Rush also does a pretty good amount of damage too. Good die Kadabra, this is why I say Kadabra is still pretty terrifying. I don't know if that was really high physical damage or if it's because it was critical hit. Or super effective rather. Okay. Alright, I mean, not a decent shadow Pokemon. Again, a lot of Pokemon in this randomizer have been water types for the for a shadow Pokemon. Like in a base game. It's more spread out than that, so it's kind of a surprise. And this is exactly why I decided to get more revives. And I guess it's kind of cool because it's electric and water. We have a lot of choices of really good Pokemon that we could actually use in this game, so I gotta give it that. But no, it might kill it. But I'm gonna risk it to see how much Hydro Pump will actually do against a Hunt Tail. And correct me if I'm wrong. No, actually, I don't know why I thought Clamperl. No, does Clamperl evolve into either one of these Pokemon? I don't remember what the other Pokemon is. I don't think so. It's just been a long time since I played Gen 3, like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. More recent for this game, of course, because we're playing this, and I played more of this randomizer previously as well. Okay, so maybe... No. Since it is electric type, I'm going to risk a Spark. I don't think it's super effective, because it seems that even though water type is super effective or super weak against it, not necessarily super effective. Okay, just use a Follow Me, and that works too. I don't know why I thought Laren was ground type too. Still got Steel and Rock though. So I mean that works anyways. Let's see how much Ice Beam does against it. Ooh, okay. A little bit of tickle damage, that's not too bad. And I got Frozen too, so unless Ein actually has a move that will free it, it's better odds for us to catch it, even though it's not halfway through. We're also still gonna use Ice Beam because I know the list is crit hits, or even if it does crit hit. Oh, Spark. I don't think it's gonna do too much damage. But mind you, we already have a lot of water type Pokemon that we could already switch out to, and I'm pretty happy with Milo. It's ended up being a really strong Pokemon. One of the strongest Pokemon actually. Let's see. Say okay, this is super effective. I did see that coming, but I was hoping that it wouldn't. But bye, Huntail, you beautiful little thing. And thankfully, later on, we can have a rematch and actually recatch it, so... I'm not too bad. I'm not too sad about that. This power, it defies me. I don't know, that's what he actually said. I read it and in my brain was like, I don't actually know what you're trying to say right now. You know what, my efforts aren't in vain, Ein. I'm still going to stop you guys from doing what you're doing. Oh yeah, I forgot. Data ROM here, which is what we're still going for. Oh, almost missed these 5 metal codes. We've got a lot of metal codes in this game too. What the heck? And now the lab is perpetually under the alarm, which is kind of funny, at least until endgame. And now we gotta drop off this data because we can't go forwards in the story, as far as I know of, without actually going to net. I could be wrong, but I think this is a way, an endgame, how he's like, hey, you know what, there's more shadow Pokemon out there that you can catch. Which I think is kind of cool how he ended up fixing it. But also, why is the sewer water, or whatever this is, purple? Like, should we be concerned? Oh good, it's rotating how it should be. And now our next destination will be Welcome Tower, which we are going to leave in the next episode, because that is where things really pick up to here. Like, it gets tough here, of course, but now is going to be a time where it's going to be like, whew, we're going to have to be up on our feet. But also, I don't know how Silva even got the information of Realm Tower. Like, he must have ears or something like that, or maybe he just overheard some ciphers or something like that. But in here we got ourselves 3 cleansing tags. I also don't know what's supposed to be up here, or rather what the reason is up here. Like, is this also supposed to be a part of the Colosseum? Oh, wait, it's actually over top of the Cipher hideout? Or pirate hideout? Pirate cave, whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty cool, but same was like all the way down to the bottom. Mind you, all the way down to the bottom, I don't know if it's still going to be, I'm pretty sure it is, because it's a key item. Has the lens in it. Which, the poor guy, he just lost his lens all the way down. Actually, no. It's his teeth. It's that old man's teeth that are down at the bottom. Like, the poor guy. He's been trying to tell people that it's down there. And no one's down there to like help him. I will get your teeth back for you eventually, my guy. Eventually. But not right now. I think that's actually post-game or like very end of game. I'm not sure. But regardless, with that, we shall leave it here. In the next episode, we are going to Realm Tower, now that it's finally built. Looking forward to that, but also not. Mostly because I'm excited to see what Pokemon are there, but also, I don't know how it's going to be with us. Hopefully we are in high enough level. But until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap the subscribe button. Say something down in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next one. I don't think Lady Venus is gonna come for you, my guy. I am sorry about that. Peace.